Hey guys, what's going on? It's Justin Masson from Nintendo Dads, and I've got here a little bit of a different video. We typically do our Let's Plays or Let's Streams or eShop spotlights on the games that either have come out, are coming out, or developers give us codes to help promote them. And obviously, they're usually games that we think you would really enjoy. It's actually very rare that we actually get fans who reach out and say, "Hey, specifically, can you tell me what your opinions are on this game?" In this case, we've actually got that happening. So recently, during E3, Paladins released on the Nintendo Switch. This is a arena-based shooter kind of in the vein of Overwatch. So we actually received several requests on Twitter to say, can you guys tell me your thoughts before I pull the trigger on it? Now, when I say pull the trigger on it, what I'm really saying is you're actually purchasing the Founders Pack, which is, I believe, is about 30 USD. The game is free to play. It will become free to play. I think it's later in the summer they're going to release and say, hey, you can download it, not a problem. But if you want early kind of access now, you have to pay for the Founders Pack, which is about, again, 30 USD. So we at Nintendo Dads got copies of the game, have the Founders Pack, and have been playing it. So I'm going to show you here in a couple moments some footage of me playing it. Now, before I jump into this, I do want to put a couple things in kind of the precipice of this or talk about it. First, I've never played any games like Overwatch before, ever. I've always been a Nintendo guy, so I've never played Overwatch, never had a friend who played Overwatch, so I have no context of like, how does this feel like Overwatch? I don't have any of this. This is a fresh kind of like, I don't know, this is cool, let me play it. Second thing I do want to mention, and this is kind of a bit of a note, I've been having issues with the game on the load screen. So first, when you kind of actually boot up the game, it does take a fair bit to actually load in. It feels like it takes about 2 minutes through load screens. That's fine, not a problem. Once you get a load screen, you hit like A to log in. And actually, I have had severe issues where I haven't been able to log in. It kind of like freezes the game. And I have to do either a hard, shut down and restart the game. I say that only because it's happened to me, and it's happened frequently. Like, so basically, out of 4 times I've tried to log in, only 1 I've been able to get in successfully. So you get about 25% success ratio. I've asked our people in the Discord who also have the game if they're experiencing the same problems. No one is. So I actually think it might be my issue. I think I might have set it up for the server to be in Canada, and I'm located in Ireland, so there may be a very long ping rate potentially, and that's why I'm having difficulty getting in. Not 100% sure. Just want to put that out there. I don't think it's the game. I think it's maybe me more than anything else. And yes, I have done full reinstalls, uninstalls, hard boots, the whole 9 yards. So again, probably my problem, but I want to just put that out there. Again, I've never played an Overwatch game. I've never played Overwatch. Paladins is like that, apparently. So we're going to jump in and watch me play Paladins. And then at the back end of this video, I'm going to have a little bit of a chat about what I think of it and whether you should be picking it up. All right, guys, enjoy.
All right, guys, so here we are jumping into a round of Paladins. Finally logged in. We got 2 options here, Deathmatch and Siege. I'm going to play the Deathmatch game here. Even as we're jumping, kind of see a couple things off the top right-hand corner, kind of shows my ranking, my name, my money that I've earned. So we're getting ready to jump into a match here, just hitting A to queue in. Just as an FYI, I'm playing this obviously on my screen, on my television screen, so docked, and I am using the Pro Controller for this match. So I say that only because I've also played it in handheld mode, and I will say that I know the trailer I showed you a couple moments ago talks about how good the graphics are at 60 frames per second. It's fantastic, undocked as well. Really enjoy it. Here I'm actually choosing my character. I know again I have the Founders Pack. I have all the champions unlocked. And all the ones that will come in the future unlocked as well. I'm actually grabbing Bartlett, or Bart, I think it's Bardic. He's my favorite guy, actually. He's my main right now. He is considered, I believe, a frontline trooper, essentially. I like him. Looks like a dwarf with a beard, kind of working in the mines, getting ready to kick some A with a blaster here. So I'm pretty pumped for that guy. We can see the rest of the team is grabbing their champions as well. One of the nice things I typically like is we saw when this was kicking off was like, hey, you're missing a support player or you're missing a healer. It'll kind of tell you your team buildup. So that's kind of cool. I like that a lot, actually. But again, this is typically my character. Actually, as we saw, and on the bottom right-hand corner, we can see we're going to Snowfall Junction, which is very cool. Gives you a couple of moments if you want here, just if you've selected your character, to actually do some customization. So if you want to change out loadouts potentially, or maybe voice packs or skins, this is where you could customize that information. I don't have those skins or loadouts. I just have the champions, which is part of the Founders Pack. I think you can earn those. You can kind of jump in here and also see. So I'm the blue team at the top, red team is who we're going against. Now this is interesting. This deathmatch is actually kill your enemies and hold the objective, earn points. The first to 400 points wins. So this is a 400-point deathmatch. Last week it was first to 40. So I suspect that maybe every week they modify it or adjust it, very similar to what we've seen with something like Fortnite with the objectives or the main matches changing as well. So that's kind of cool. We're just waiting for it to load here, taking a couple of moments. Not uncommon. I mean, I think, people are like, oh wow, those are long load times. You do have 10 people across the world connecting and or across regions connecting, and we can kind of see we're going online here now. So not necessarily uncommon. We can also see who else is on our team from their names. I don't know necessarily if these, of course, their images correspond to the players that they've chosen, or if those are kind of just like profile logos. You'll notice mine is kind of the Paladins triangle, a couple other people as well. I was doing some research later and did find out that it's basically like, oh, you have to win those, profile pictures, and then you can go from there. So I don't know. We'll see. Maybe one day I'll earn them. Not in a huge hurry right now, I guess. So it's taking a little bit to load in here. So again, as I mentioned before, I'd never played a game like Overwatch, so Paladins was new to me. Very excited to give it a shot though. Because I thought, hey, an arena-based shooter sounds pretty awesome. So yeah, I'm all in. Just giving a couple more moments here, and we'll get started. Typically, it doesn't take this long to load, I will say. Now, I will say actually, now that this, by the way, I do want to have a bit of a note. Oh, here we go. We're jumping in. So choose your talents. So there's some additional content here. Master Builder. You can kind of choose your loadouts and how you do it. I don't have additional loadouts. Game's going to start in 40 seconds. We're getting a little bit of some information here about capture spawn point, 500 to win, 10-minute time limit as well. You can see this kind of scoreboard up in the middle, zeros right now. You can see who's on my team. So these are all the people who are on my team. They're in the green. Get again a point spawn, capture the objective by standing in the designated arena or area. You get some quick over-the-top controls on the hub. Press A to purchase items. That is one of the things I would say. There is a lot of monetization or encouragement of monetization throughout this game. And I mean, I guess you're to expect that, right? This game is free to play unless you buy the Founders Pack, but they are encouraging you a lot to monetize. Now I have a mount here. Actually, I have a horse. Which I don't really like the mounts, just myself. I don't, we're running into, oh, here we are, now we're at the bad guys, right? So this space right here, now I'm dropping off like a turret gun. You can kind of see this and creating a bit of a shield to block people. So if I was kind of like the first person in battle and people were behind me, I can open up a shield, create a little bit of space. And here I got shot actually, or killed very quickly. Scoreboard actually very quickly. Running at the very top, 35 to 5 currently, so we're not doing great. Again, restarting and starting off with our mount. Our team's taking a bit of a whooping right now. You can also see there's that red kind of space that all the enemies in red are staying in. That's our objective area that we want to be trying to hold to collect extra points. Bottom left-hand corner is kind of my health area as well. So you can see here, as I'm getting shot, I'm losing health. And then after you're shot, you kind of get like, hey, who killed you? You kind of get their perspective. For a moment. You'll probably see this person here. There you go, shot. So we're restarting again with our mount. Our horsey. Jump back in. So this guy's sitting right. He knew I was going to respawn. He was right there waiting for me. The far right hand corner actually shows your specials or your weapons. So the ZL is, I believe, my turret guns. The ZL I believe is my shield. L is my turrets, R is my shooting, is just regular like fire, and then ZR is this kind of like boost that you have, kind of rockets you forward. I'm just getting whooped here. Actually, our entire team is 148 to 10, so we're getting rocked. And then we have the X button over the right-hand side. It does give you kind of I can drop like a healing station basically, and people can jump in here. This is not looking great for us in any context. This is not looking great for us. So we're gonna have to start. Let's see, actually, I flank around. Try some different approaches here. Again, this is my favorite character, my main. Let's see my characters I can see here in the blue. so I know who's on my team. Very clearly noted, like who's on your team and who's not on your team. This is a little bit of a differential from what I've been experiencing in Fortnite recently, when, you know, the only way to determine who's not on your team is, hey, they don't have the blue dot over their head, right? So we're gonna do some sneaking here. Let's see if we can sneak. Things are not going well this way. Let's see. Let's see. He doesn't really know where I'm at. He's put his shield up. Doesn't really 100% know. I'm gonna try and be a little bit more sneaky. There we go. Drop the turret. There we go. We got one death. I have one kill streak. You can see on the left-hand side. There's that +1, or the one streak. Let's see here. We're kind of getting cornered in. I want to be strategic. Again, 192 to 45. Not doing great. I like these turrets. One of the reasons I do like... I got 2 kills, actually. There we go. It's a 2 streak. There we go. Okay. We're in. So we're now taking point control. You can see there are points being credited, point controls. More people are actually jumping into our group right now. So we have a 3 of 6, I believe, are in the space. Or actually, sorry, those are 3 of 6 bullets that I had. Maybe 2 of 6, 1 of 6, maybe, I don't know. Yeah, so there I am reloading. I'm gonna drop the turret again. This guy has just grabbed me, took me right at the center, and is like, "You are going to die." And I didn't, which is all right. Currently at a 6 kill streak, so I'll take that as well. I'll like that. There we go. Okay, look at that. Oh, there we go. Our team's taking control, which is fantastic. Starting to see a little. There we go. 8 streak. There we go. There we go. I'm starting to win this now. We're starting to tilt the tables, move the tables. I don't know. We're getting better, which is good. 139 to 217. So, you know, we're not out quite yet, which we're excited about. We're doing all right. We've got about 5 minutes left. Controls are really tight, very easy to use. Again, I think having that kind of hub showing you what your controls are is definitely helpful for if you forget. And again, you're using your Z, L, Z, R. There's B button is your jump. So it's relatively easy controls. It feels tight. Every character does feel different. I played with about 3 or 4 different characters. I just kind of found I really liked this one, so I kept with Bartik or Bartlik or whatever his name is. But I do really like how they each have their own distinctive roles. You know, there's the healer, there's the sneaker. You know, some of them have, you know, the sniper rifle, and you know, this guy actually here is taking long shots. Long shots. Actually, this, yeah, from all the way over there, he's taking quite the shots. He's throwing what looks like wood axes. Interestingly enough, that character design, I don't remember what his name is, but he looks like Groot, which is absolutely hilarious. Actually, yeah, there you can see him right there. There's the character. So, all right, we're jumping back in. Actually, you know what? We're 213 to 245, so we actually may squeeze this one out. They have taken the objective space. So there we go. We're going to see if we can maybe get something going on here. Can I drop that turret right in the very front of them? Ah, they got me there. But yeah, I mean, it feels really good. I think one of the challenges I have with it, especially when people are like, is the Founder's Pack worth it? $30 isn't you know, terribly a lot, I think, when you think of the game and the fact that you can get access to all these characters right away. But it's almost it's almost too many characters at once. What I mean by that is that, like, if you were just doing the free-to-play, you probably get 3 or 4 characters to choose from, and then you can really, you understand those characters. You understand, hey, I'm gonna, you know, you have 4 characters to choose from, and go through each one of them, figure out which one I like best, which method works best for me, you know, loadouts and how they control and who I'm better with. When you have as many characters as this is, and I think it's over 30 characters, they give you the option of, you're too many, so you don't really know which one to choose from. And I think that's one of the issues that I have is that it's great to have those characters at the hop, but I almost feel like I have so many, I don't even know where to start. Whereas if you had 3 or 4 to start off with, and then you earn 1 or 2 through your playing, you become more, I think, customized to the characters. You understand how they work better. You understand what works better for you. Again, in this case, I kind of found one character I really like, but I haven't really gone back to the other characters. Right? I've just been like, oh, I'll just keep playing with this guy because I really like him. So I think that's one of the things that I would say is that it's great to have that option, but I think that option is also daunting. Unless you are like, hey, I played Paladins in a different, you know, on a different platform. I know exactly which character is the great one for me. Then I think your choice, you almost become choice paralysis. And in some ways, I think we've seen that with the upcoming Smash Brothers game as well. Is there are so many characters, you know, 65 of them, but they're like, hey, we're going to start you off with 8. And then you have to earn and find your way to earn the other ones. And I think that's almost a smarter option. I think if the Founders Pack if this was available on June 12th or 14th, whenever it was launched, and you know, you could say you get the Founders Pack right now, or you can just, you know, play normally without having to pay anything and not get the Founders Pack. I probably wouldn't have got the Founders Pack. I would have played with the 4 characters I was given, earned those skill sets, and determine what works best for me later. And then maybe then been like, okay, later, you know, as I've earned them, or maybe I want to give them $30 then. So I do think there's a little bit of, I don't necessarily know if it's, you're paying for early access in a lot of ways, and getting the characters as a bonus. So that's, I don't know, that's kind of my opinion on that. I guess there's a lot going on there from your options, and I think that they could have done a different way. We're getting really close here. 328, by the way, to 372. We've got 2 minutes left. We might be able to squeeze this one out. I don't know. It's going to be tight. So, you know, is it worth it? I mean, I'm having fun. I enjoy playing the game. This is great. So I'm having a great time with people here. I haven't played with any friends online. I know a couple of people in our Discord community have access to it as well. I know Marty and Zach actually also have access. Just haven't had a chance to connect with them yet. But like, I'm having fun. If this is what Overwatch is like, I can understand why people like this. I'm really enjoying the game. I think it's brilliant. Is it worth the $30 right now? If you're a arena-based shooter fan who's been waiting for something like Overwatch, and you just need that itch right now, and you want to get in there and you want to pay the $30, that's cool. But I mean, I'm having a great time with this. I don't regret paying the $30, but I think that there's a different kind of like what suits you better, and I think they could have done it better. But you know, again, they're a company, right? They're saying, hey, if you pay $30 now, you get it like 3 months earlier than everybody else, or 2 months earlier than everybody else, and you get some extra people. Okay, so do you want to wait or not? And look at that, we actually won. That's fantastic. Awesome. Cool. That was a really good match, actually. I was happy with that. All right, so let's see. We're in some information here, some loadout. So here's the top player was Diz the champion as Grover, or Groover. You know, very much, like I said, I think he's the guy who kind of looks like Groot. I played it with him a couple times, too. I really like him, actually. He's really good. In this match, he was really good, actually, throwing like really far axes, really long shot axes. A little bit of a load screen at the end of it. We're going to see here in a moment how the progression, how this match has helped my progression as well. So yeah, I mean, like, again, I don't know if that's the answer people are looking for. If you're looking for an arena-based shooter, this is awesome. This is awesome to have on the Switch. I love it. I'm happy this is there. I don't know if people are clamoring for Overwatch now that this has filled that gap. Also, I had no idea Paladins was such a huge esport. There's huge. I kind of went down logged into the Paladins website and was like, wow, this is a rabbit hole of stuff. You can see how I'm actually unlocking stuff. My free pass level, I've reached level 3. Now, very much like Fortnite, they're encouraging you to buy a pass to unlock all these levels and unlock stuff to pay more. I didn't pay the season's pass. I don't know if I'm going to. Here's one thing I would say about this game. I feel like this game wants you to monetize as much as possible. Now, some of the nice things, they do have challenges, so you can see there, I've created some challenges there. There are quests to complete. So you kind of see like these rankings for how you do, but I always feel like every moment they're trying to push me to purchase. You can purchase this by hitting A. You can, you know, go to our store. Here's how I actually did for rankings, kill, deaths, assists, points, objectives, how I ranked within my own team. So that's kind of cool for the victory. I do like kind of seeing that. But if we scroll down, so here's the champions. We'll jump in here. So I mean, here's our list of our champions. You can see the ones that I've played with the most. So again, there's a 4. Yeah, there's a ton of choices there, which is great. And there's a new one added right to the left. You can see that I just hovered over that one as well. There is the battle pass, right? So you can purchase the battle pass, and again, this system probably looks very much like Fortnite, where you can kind of see, oh, if I get this level and this level, I get these free things. I'm currently on the free level, and I'm on level 3. Again, if you go into the store, they're encouraging you to spend money on these components as well, and 50% off, and some more loot boxes, or not loot boxes, but all kinds of things in there as well. Again, we go back to here for quests. We've kind of seen that information before. There's an activity center for what you've actually done. Get objectives in a single time match. Get 300 gold. First queue win for the day. So again, they're incentivizing you to come back in and complete the matches and complete the tasks as well. So, and there are some patch summaries when they actually do send out a patch. They just, as an FYI, I know I'm recording this for today. They actually put a patch out last night, and some of the load screen issues have actually been resolved a bit. So they are actively patching and balancing the system, especially with the Switch now being an active user on it as well. Some information about my profile as well. You can kind of see you know, what level I'm on, how many times I've played, total wins, that kind of stuff, total experiences. So, yeah, I mean, and how many champions I have. So I have 36, the mounts. So here's some of that card and the loading frames and stuff like that. Again, they want you encouraged to do it. My thoughts on Paladins: if you're looking for an arena-based shooter, it's awesome. If you can wait for an arena-based shooter, not pay $30, that's probably an okay idea. But if you're really itching for an arena-based shooter like Overwatch and you really love stuff like this, then this is probably a fantastic game to get into. It plays fantastic in handheld mode. I'm really happy I got it. I'm really enjoying it. Character models are great. It's a lot of fun. That's my thoughts on Paladins. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this. Thanks so much for watching Nintendo Dads and subscribing to everything that we do. Bye-bye.